Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's Proverbs with Paul in the afternoon. And the sun did shine. Stayed a little bit cold, but hey, it was a lovely day. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 28. Do not move the ancient boundaries which your fathers have set. Do not move the ancient boundaries. Do not means don't do it. So there's an instruction of authority. It's like, this is the law, don't do it. And to do it was to break the law. And Solomon says, do not move the ancient boundaries. And these were boundaries that were set up by the forefathers to protect the people and their land. Everyone had a portion of the land as it related to where their boundary line was, and they went here to there and there to here. Sometimes things like the sea was the boundary or the desert. But the reality is, here are the boundaries. Don't cross them. And the idea of crossing boundaries is an intriguing thing. We call it crossing the line, going too far. You're moving on to the inappropriate place. God has set boundaries in line as it relates to his laws, what he says regarding what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. And he says, these are the marks, don't cross them. But what humanity has been doing for so many years is pushing the boundaries that God has set in place and making them become something other than the boundary that God has set. So that we have consented to the inappropriate, we have given ourselves over to laws that offend the very value system that God has clearly defined in regards to what is right, what is wrong, what is good, and what is bad. Brothers and sisters, Solomon says, do not do that. Because if you do that, you are in big trouble. You're not supposed to move the boundaries. Governments make boundaries, they cross God's boundaries, they make laws that offend God. We should not do it. Because once we start moving the boundaries, we don't know where the lines are anymore. And once we lose sight of what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad, we give ourselves over to all kinds of inappropriate behaviour. Hence the reality of the world that we live in, the things that we say, the way that we live, the people that we are, the things that we do, the clothes that we wear. Look at the mess in the world as it relates to so-called freedom of choice. Don't tell me, let me do what I want. I'm not going to be controlled. The idea of meism is rampant in society. People are doing what is right in their own eyes. And the byproduct of a life and a world that is in rebellion to God at that level is heading for disaster. There's a time when God is going to come and bring a judgment upon us because we have moved the ancient boundaries. Sad day. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you on Monday.